it's Layla Angel, the pearlescent Dakini. I'm a mom now. So, hi. Um, so in Circle today for New Moon in Gemini, I got really inspired to share my period story because hearing women's stories is just the connection, the ancestors. So, um, like pretty much everyone in the circle had moms who didn't tell them anything, just handed them a pad or a tampon. But, you know, just in general, I think most of us, you know, it's awkward, it's embarrassing, it's unknown, it's scary, but I really didn't want to grow up. I was very aware of my Peter Pan syndrome as a kid. And I thought if I just like willed it that it would never come and I would never grow up. So I was probably like 14, 15. And actually I got those Japanese foot detox pads and, you know, me and my parents did them and I deeply felt the toxins coming out of my feet. And then the next day a little bit of blood came. And I'm like, oh no. So I stopped doing the foot pads and I did will it to go away by like, I was like, if I don't put any toilet paper, then it'll go away, and it did. But anyways, it like truly came, and at first I was very sensitive. I had to have organic pads, and it was just such an ordeal for me, wearing pads under my ballet leotard, and it hurt so bad. And I think it was always heavy for me. It was always, you know, getting on everything. And so it was very inconvenient being a ballerina. And I tried a few times, like girls would talk about tampons. And I'm like, where does it go? How do you do it? And they would try to explain it. And I tried a few times and it wasn't working. I was 19 when I finally managed to get a tampon in, and it hurt so bad doing ballet with it, and I had to take it out, and it was just so stressful. But when I was so anyway, you know, I got more used to it and always did pads and reusable pads and eventually Diva Cup, and now cups don't work for me because 2 years ago I was doing the cups and anyways, so now pads and tampons, and I have a lighter flow on my birth control, but lots of pain. So I feel like I had another big thing. Oh, puberty. Like I didn't know my hips, the hip bones of a female open to the side. And so my tutu was designed, I ordered it from Russia before puberty, and after it arrived, pretty soon after that, my hips opened. And so it's a literally bone, like I could feel that it's bone, but in my mind I'm like, I'm fat. And ugh. So and then, you know, if you have more chest, you know, chest and hips, fat, it's more weight. And I'm like, I don't need the extra weight. And so I told my mom when I got it, and she'd get me the pads, and like cramp pills, and had empathy that I was in pain, and knew that I needed to, you know, go to the bathroom and not bother me. And but and someone brought up that, yeah, even the magazines, I was born in 95, in the, you know, even the magazines were a shaving ad, but there's nothing there. I think now in the ads, like, they actually show that there's hair. And like, you know, the ads used to show blue instead of red on the pad. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just thinking of different kinds of moms or big sisters or friends. Like, you know, in Japanese culture, like women bathe together, see each other naked more. And it's just, it could be helpful to be in society where it's more normalized to, like, maybe have someone show, like when I'm a mom, like, if, like, do you want to watch me put one in to myself? I don't know if that might be weird. I don't know. But, or just more of an explanation. Because, like, when girls were trying to explain it to me, like, maybe, like, showing, like, holding the tampon, and I don't know. Like, so, like, I've been groomed by men. So, you know, that's just a tricky, slippery, it's hard. It's so hard. But, obviously men weren't teaching me about periods. So, but, and then it's a common gay girl experience to, like, in the PE locker room, like, not look at anybody or not look at the Victoria's Secret bra display and be like, this is not okay. What else? So I felt really emotional about it earlier, but I'm okay now. But so I was thinking, you know, before I had a baby, I wanted to, like, do all these rituals for my inner child and gather a bunch of, you know, women who have wounded inner child and, like, redo these things. But you know, now, like, on Maui, there's a lot of community where when my daughter has her cycle, like, they have ceremony, and I'm sure, and it's for the kids, for the girls, but I'm sure us moms will all, you know, it'll be great for us too, and we'll probably talk, I would hope that we're gonna talk about how it was for us and kind of, you know, really receive that by being the mom and by giving that to our daughters. And also something that scared me and kind of programmed me when I was really little, I would watch PBS, and I watched I was probably like 10, watching a documentary. You know, they'd do, you know, they'd go to, like, countries and talk about what's going on in this indigenous place. When the girl had her cycle, all of her family members would pull all her hair out and then take a needle and thread and, you know, give her an earring and tie the thread. And then she either, like, was alone for some days or had to go alone in the woods for some days, or, like, not talk for some days. And if she tried to escape, like, they'd, you know, she'd be gone. So that seemed really freaky, and just too graphic for me to be watching at that time. But yeah, so that connection to hair as well. But yeah, I wanted to send a healing to, and I don't know what it was, but just sending love to these milestones, however they were handled. Like, yeah, like these generations of women who, you know, were uncomfortable talking about these things, and just sending love and compassion and healing and forgiveness and love and strength and power. And moving forward to teach, like, instead of, oh yeah, girls are moody on their period and you have to give them chocolate, that you are powerful on your moon. You can do big magic on your moon. And, like, for me personally, I always forget. I think I was born on the waning moon. I always forget which one. But I always feel the best new moon. And that's like when I'm ovulating, and you know, new moon, dark moon goddesses like Persephone, that's my thing. And I usually bleed on the full moon, and the full moon is the mother. And a lot of people, you know, feel like shit's going down on the full moon, which is the mother. But I feel most calm and like I feel like a more maidenly or like teen on the full moon. I don't know, but I love the dark moon. So calling on Selene, Artemis, Nyx, Hela from Norse mythology, Hecate, Persephone, Lilith, the Dark Mother, no, it's Father Geb, Mother Newt, Mother Sky, Cosmic Mother. And it's literally a moon cycle, like teaching like you are a woman, you're connected to the moon and cycles and rhythms of nature. Like it's so cool. Tokyo Babatu, Tokyo Samasa, Tokyo Babatu. So I've noticed the perfect formula for ceremony is setting sacred space, calling in the directions, the elements, calling in the guides, sharing with each other, opening the hearts, being connected, getting grounded in the body, feeling the drumbeat of Mama Gaia, the bones of the ancestors, and I feel when I like open my voice and sing with the ancestors, it always makes me cry, and it's just like coming home. Like all the bones are still in the earth, like their energy is here. All right, I love you.